Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 8 o'clock block, and it's Monday. We're talking to Lisa Cripps Downey from the Berrien Community Foundation. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am doing great. It's a happy Monday morning.
It is. Enjoying this nice warm weather.
Yes, it's about time.
So what's happening with the For Good grants, the recent round of them at the Berrien Community Foundation?
So the Berrien Community Foundation recently awarded over $100,000 in For Good grants. We awarded to 18 different nonprofit organizations in Berrien County. And every year, Berrien Community Foundation, we hold 2 grant cycles for our For Good grants. And in this first grant cycle, we just had some really great creative responses from our nonprofit organizations. We saw some different needs this year because of COVID. So how those nonprofits needed to operate and things that they needed to do differently, maybe some different needs that they had. And one of those has been St. Joseph Today. And if we just all think about COVID and how it has impacted local businesses and our need to support our events and things that we're doing to make sure that people are coming down to St. Joe and really supporting our local businesses and our local economy, we had an opportunity to help St. Joe Today as they engage people and start bringing them back downtown, start bringing them back into community events. And so with me today, I have Amy Zapel, who is the Executive Director of St. Joe Today, to talk a little bit about the For Good grants that St. Joseph Today received from the Berrien Community Foundation.
Hi, everybody.
Morning, Amy.
Good morning. It's very good to see or to hear you anyway. So St. Joseph Today was so excited to receive the For Good grant from Berrien Community Foundation. That support will allow us to serve our membership. We're a membership-based organization whose sole purpose is to attract people, both visitors and residents, into our community, and hopefully they invest, whether it's in a new business or lunch or a new sweater. It could be anything. So Love Local is something we came up with for 2021. It is a series of events, of weekend-long events, one in June, July, August, and September. And the whole idea is to love your local businesses. So on the Friday night of the Love Local weekends, there'll be a concert, extended business hours for all of the downtown merchants and area merchants in the area from 10 to 8 on Friday and Saturday and noon to 4 on Sunday. It's just a really great way to connect with our merchants and local small businesses. Part of that, part of what we do too is something called placemaking. So our community members will probably remember this winter when we had the downtown lights, a year ago or so when we had a temporary mural put on the bluff stairs. We are going to do another temporary mural this year. So the Love Local grant really helps us provide funding for that mural, for farmers market, for Antiques on the Bluff, for Artisan Fair, and then and all the things that come with Love Local.
I think it's just so important when we looked at this grant as we think about making community. And it's been such a unique time where everybody has been more isolated from each other. And these events that St. Joseph Today are opportunities for us to safely come together and to celebrate our community and to remember that we are all part of a community. And I think this is really important, and what they're doing is important for those who are visiting us and for those of us who live here year round.
Yep, I would absolutely agree with that. There's, it's funny, these businesses, everyone has been hit hard by COVID. And somehow, for whatever reason, as we get further into 2021, certainly there's hopeful news and there's things that make us excited. But the most important thing we can do right now is keep our eye on those local businesses that support that provide jobs for people and livings for people. They support local baseball teams and soccer teams, and they really create the heart of our community, of any community, are those small businesses that are connected in so many ways to all of us. So we're just happy to be able to assist with that. Certainly as you come downtown or anywhere around the area, food and beverage places, restaurants, bars, breweries, wineries have all been hit so just significantly by the closures and capacity limits. So whenever you're out, go out and grab something to eat, grab a bottle of wine to take home, and love local.
Yeah, well, after COVID, I know everybody's ready for these the extended hour Friday, Saturday nights downtown.
Yes, I think everyone is happy to just kind of get out. It's almost like we've been hibernating or something. It's so nice to see people. Our Antiques on the Bluff, the first one just happened a weekend or two ago, and it was just wonderful to see so many. That we do have a lot of visitors, but there were a lot of familiar faces just to be able to say hello and how are you, and give them a good socially distant wave. And it's been great to see people, see activity happening, see our stores and our restaurants and bars getting supported so lovingly and so strongly.
Absolutely. Amy, if people are interested, obviously they are, to come down to the events, where can they find more information about it?
Sure. Go to stjoetoday.com. You can also stop in at our Welcome Center. We're right downtown St. Joseph at 301 State Street. You can also call us at 269-985-1111. We're always happy to talk. And of course, on Thursday mornings, our event manager, Danielle, is on your radio show. So you can listen to that and then give us a call about anything that we might be able to help with.
She is. I enjoy having her on. So, well, thank you, Amy. Lisa, you had mentioned there are 2 grant cycles for the Berrien Community Foundation for Good grants. When is the next grant cycle, and how do people apply?
Sure. So we have our next grant cycle for our For Good grants is coming up on September 30th. And if you're interested in more information, you can either give us a call at 983-3304 or visit the website at www.berriencommunity.org. That you can find out more information about our For Good grants, but there are also a lot of other grant opportunities. We have a lot of grants available outside of our For Good grants where we can make resources and needs meet in our community. So that we keep that all up on our website.
Very good. All right, Amy from St. Joe Today, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to share the news and the good news for us about that support from the Berrien Community Foundation.
Fantastic. Thank you. And Lisa from the Berrien Community Foundation, thank you. And I'll talk to you again next week.
All right. Thanks, Mark.